Clickbait, huh? Alright. I guess anything else? I get sued all the time. I get sued all the time, y'all.
All right, another clickbait accusation, huh? Guess what? I get sued all the time. So why stop now? If you're here for the truth, the chaos, or just to see what everyone's talking about, you're in the right place. Stick around, things are just heating up.
New drama tonight involving a controversial politician in the south suburbs. Tiffany Henyard was the only Thornton Township leader to show up for a scheduled meeting.
Tonight's drama takes a sharp turn as controversial south suburbs politician Tiffany Henyard stirs the pot yet again. Out of all the leaders of Thornton Township, she was the only one to show up for a scheduled meeting. What's going on behind the scenes? You won't want to miss this. Chaos erupted at Dolton's Village Board meeting, leaving residents and officials stunned. Mayor Tiffany Henyard's fiery defiance turned the event into a spectacle of political mayhem. From holding an unauthorized meeting to storming into the official one, her bold moves ignited tension that spiraled out of control. Witnesses described boos, outbursts, and even allegations of physical altercations, culminating in her dramatic arrest. Accusations of financial scandals and legal battles loom large, raising questions about her leadership. What's next for the embattled mayor as tensions hit a boiling point? Stay tuned, because this saga is far from over. Hey guys, I am Olivia. Welcome to Red Rumbles, where the chaos of celebrity drama, hard-hitting boxing stories, and fiery political showdowns come to life. From shocking controversies to game-changing moments, we're bringing you the most talked-about topics you can't afford to miss. If you crave the truth behind the headlines, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss a beat. Let's get started. Things are about to get intense. In the latest Dolton Village Board meeting, things quickly spiraled into chaos, culminating in a scene that left residents and officials alike stunned. Mayor Tiffany Henyard, already a controversial figure, was forcibly removed and arrested after attempting to take over the proceedings in a way that can only be described as theatrical. Eyewitnesses described the atmosphere as tense from the outset, with residents packing the venue to see what would unfold. It wasn't just governance on display. It was a political showdown that had been brewing for months. What do you think about this dramatic clash? Share your thoughts in the comments below. For those unfamiliar with the backstory, Henyard has been at odds with the village trustees for months. The disagreements have ranged from appointments and budget decisions to how the town should be run. The board meetings have turned into public spectacles, with residents drawn not only by their civic duty, but by the sheer unpredictability of these events.
For months, there is a new legal battle brewing in Dolton between the mayor and some village trustees.
As Virginia Waldrop explains, it has a lot to do with two meetings held earlier this.
To accommodate the ever-growing audience, the trustees moved the latest meeting to the Park District building. However, Henyard, in a bold move, decided to hold her own meeting at Village Hall at the same time. This act of defiance backfired spectacularly when only 2 trustees attended her session, far short of the quorum needed for official proceedings. Forced to abandon her plan, she drove to the Park District building, setting the stage for what would become an unforgettable moment in Dolton's history. As the trustees conducted their meeting, Henyard stormed in, immediately disrupting the flow of the session.
My seat by 82%. Know this, I am gonna come through on a landslide just like Trump did. Know that I will be victorious in the...
Her arrival was met with audible groans, boos, and visible frustration from attendees. Refusing to adhere to the established rules, she declared herself the rightful leader, only to be drowned out by the crowd's reaction. The tension in the room was so thick it seemed like the entire event might collapse into total disorder. Her entrance wasn't just defiant, it was strategic. Henyard aimed to draw all attention to herself, a move some saw as a desperate attempt to regain control. But the public, already frustrated by months of controversy, wasn't having it. How do you think leaders should handle such public dissent? Drop your opinion in the comments below. As Henyard attempted to speak, the crowd grew louder.
To damn subjects, we are your bosses. We are citizens of Dolton, and you will not continue to treat us like this because you are on the way out.
Residents turned their backs in silent protest, and others openly shouted their disapproval. The hostility in the room was undeniable, with many questioning her motives and leadership. The mayor's actions disrupted what had been a relatively functional meeting, plunging it into chaos. Her demands to make key appointments, including naming a new police chief, were met with fierce resistance. The crowd's response was so overwhelming that Henyard lasted only 7 minutes before storming out, visibly enraged. If the scene inside the meeting wasn't shocking enough, what happened next left the entire town speechless. Reports emerged that Henyard, frustrated by her rejection, got into a physical altercation with an official outside the building.
You tonight if you don't get the Democratic Party's nomination.
What do you mean? I will be victorious tonight. You will see. My people are here. They're not gonna go no.
Police officers, already present due to the volatile nature of Dolton's political climate, quickly intervened. In a dramatic turn, Henyard was arrested on the spot. The live broadcast of the meeting was abruptly cut off as cameras captured the sitting mayor being led away in handcuffs. Residents watching from home could hardly believe their eyes. This wasn't just political theater. It was real-life chaos playing out in front of the entire community. Do you think her arrest was justified, or could there have been another way to handle the situation? Share your perspective in the comments. Henyard's arrest is the culmination of a long series of controversies. Her leadership has been characterized by clashes with trustees, defiance of legal orders, and accusations of questionable financial practices.
Last month, the judge issued a temporary restraining order blocking her from making those appointments without approval from trustees.
One of the most notable incidents involved her unilateral appointments of a new village manager, attorney, and police chief decisions she made without board approval. This blatant disregard for procedure led to a court battle and a restraining order prohibiting her from making such moves. Yet Henyard's actions have shown a consistent pattern of ignoring these restrictions. Beyond her power struggles, Henyard has faced allegations of misusing public funds. Reports of taxpayer-funded trips with no clear purpose have fueled outrage among residents. Documents suggest thousands of dollars were spent on accommodations and travel, with little to show for it.
The village of Dolton is more than $3.5 million in the hole. That's the finding of an investigation into how city officials have been spending village.
The FBI and state authorities have reportedly launched investigations into these expenditures, adding another layer of scrutiny to her already embattled administration. For many in Dolton, these allegations are the final straw in a series of missteps that have left the community disillusioned. What do you think should be the consequences of financial misconduct in public office? Share your thoughts below. The arrest has sparked intense debate among residents. While some continue to support Henyard, seeing her as a victim of a political system out to get her, the majority seem to have had enough. Social media has been flooded with reactions, ranging from outrage to disbelief.
It's her fault. It's her problem, her responsibility, and she failed. She's failed everybody.
One commenter summed up the sentiment, saying, "This isn't leadership, it's chaos." How can we trust someone who consistently disregards the rules? Another pointed out Henyard's past legal troubles, questioning whether her current actions are part of a larger pattern of behavior. With Henyard's arrest, Dolton faces an uncertain future. the political divide between the mayor and the trustees has left the town in a state of turmoil. Residents are demanding accountability and effective leadership, but it's unclear whether reconciliation is possible. For Henyard, the road ahead looks challenging. Legal battles, public scrutiny, and a growing list of detractors make it hard to see how she can maintain her position. Whether she steps down, is removed, or somehow manages to hold on to power, one thing is certain: Dolton's political drama is far from over. HOW, do you think Dolton can rebuild trust in its leadership? Share your ideas in the comments below. Thank you for watching Red Rumbles. What are your thoughts on Tiffany Henyard's actions and the state of Dolton's leadership? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for updates on this and other dramatic stories. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.